What is up, nerd friends? I got a new box. So hopefully by now you've gotten word that this new combo is coming. We are replacing the XR8 SCT and the XR8 Plus with this all new almost from the ground up XR8 Pro. So there's the XR8 SCT, which is the smallest, the XR8 Plus, which was the biggest, and then this new guy is gonna kind of fall right in between them. Ooh, I love that. So let's take a look at the motor first. Oh, shrink wrap. This is 1900 kV. These are available in a bunch of different kVs. I'll put a link in the description below. The off-road ones and on-road versions are slightly different than each other in how the cases of the motors are set up for ventilation. So box. Inside we have one beautiful 4268 size motor. The numbers of the motor stand for the size. 42 is the diameter, 68 is the length, pretty straightforward. The can itself has these heat sinks built into it. Nice thin design everywhere around here. It's a 5mm output shaft. So you get two sensor harnesses, a short one and a long one. And of course, your best friend in the whole wide world, the instruction manual. Detailed information about the kVs that are available. There's 1900, 2200, 2000, 2800, 2250, and those are all in different versions of the motor, vented or otherwise. But like I said, link in the description down below. So next up, of course, the all new speed control, the XR8 Pro G2. And then the angel sound and the light shine. But inside you get 3 wires, 3 more wires, some shrink tubing, best friend in the whole wide world, the instruction manual. Who cares about all of that? Let's look at the speed control. As far as I know, this should be a production version, not a pre-production or sample. So this will be pretty much what you guys are getting. But take a look at that guy. It's not as big as the XR8 Plus. It's not as big as, like, let's say Max 8 but it is bigger than the XR8 SCT, which I have. Let me show you. I'll show you those side by side here in just a second. But fan mounts on there. It comes with a nice fan protector. There's a little inward flex on the fan housing to push this top side down to help keep the fans alive. But the power caps are nice and exposed, so they stay nice and cold. And then this is a full aluminum case that bolts together with some big hardware on the bottom. You got your classic 2-button switch and a nice long blacked out receiver wire. Sensor port is going to be right here in the front. This is your programming port for the LCD programming box or the OTA wireless programmer, and it comes with the wires not installed so that you can get down on your custom install as you see fit. All right, so for some size references, this is the XR8 SCT. This is the XR8 Pro G2, and you can see the sizes are similar but not quite the same. The XR8 Pro is going to be bigger in all directions than the XR8 Plus is by about longer than, let's say, about 1 millimeter or 2, and then wider by probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 millimeters. And let's take a look sideways at the heights. The heights are, you know, for the most part, pretty similar. The Pro is a little bit taller, of course. So the wires that are included are enough to get you going, of course, probably more than you need. There's power wires. There's 2 of these. I said 3 before, but I didn't see that correctly. There's 2 power wires, and then we got 2 motor wires. These are, mine came with 12 gauge wire. And like I said, as far as I know, this is the way they're gonna come. Don't quote me. Sometimes I get stuff a little earlier than the rest of the universe because of, I get to, you know, make cool videos like this. So XR8 Pro G2 combos with the G3 motor. I know that's a little confusing. Should be available very soon. There's a link in the description down below. You can talk to your local hobby shop about these. They will be replacing the XR8 SCT and the XR8 Plus for many of the applications. This is newer, better, stronger. The processor's faster. The MOSFETs are a newer design. The circuit board itself is improved over the previous versions. BEC is stronger. There's updated data logging in this as well. So a quick look at the new XR8 Pro G2. Speed control has a bunch of new changes to it. I wanted to go over some of those very, very briefly. We're gonna do a deep dive into all that stuff very, very soon. It has 5 preset profiles that you can adjust individually. It has 48 degrees of boost and turbo available now, whereas previously we only had, I think it was like 15. Yeah. Also has a very upgraded BEC. It's a 15 amp regulator now, so that's awesome. Much like the XR10 Pro G2 has reverse voltage protection, so does this. So the XR8 Pro, for the sake of troubleshooting, has the lifetime data output as well. So when you're doing benchtop testing, you can use the OTA programmer as well as the HW-Link V2 to get the live output from the speed control, and helps with troubleshooting, bench testing, all that fun stuff. I know a lot of folks are going to want to know about these for drag racing, and yes, these should be able to handle the low turn motors kind of as good as anything else does. That is a quick overview of some of the features of the new XR8 Pro and the new G3 motor. We're going to do a deep dive into all that stuff very soon. If you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, please shoot us an email, northamerica@hobbywing.com. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.